Okay, people, I might have found my setup here. As you see, I now have 3 fluid reactors, and they are all set except for the coolant. Only the original one still have the coolant. The others one don't have it. That's gonna be for the future. And here we have the large heater in the middle with the high pressure steam turbine here and another turbine here. Now let's talk about the setup. Here at the top we have all the fluid ports with the Ender IO Ender fluid transporter, so transport a good amount of liquid and instantaneous. And now the headstone you see. Here's where my coolant is gonna be, and it's gonna be inserted into this input hatch that has a fluid detector on top of it, and it's set to normal. So when you have some liquid, it's gonna emit headstone and activate the reactor itself. When the coolant has run out of either the drum and the input hatch, it's gonna stop emitting the signal and it's gonna stop the system here, because it means that all the hot coolant is still to be processed. And here into the heat exchanger, I have made the semi-winded IO fluid conductor here to bring all the hot coolant here to this drum, and then to this input hatch as medium voltage. And whenever this is when this is completely full, it's not gonna emit a redstone signal because it is an inverted one, and the larger heater will work. So this should work with the maximum capacity, and it might finally actually start doing something for us. For now, let's just I first need to actually break this because I don't want to turn the reactors on, and need to set up this pump to import. And that had fill out the reactors. Good. So the next left do is to place them, and it's gonna turn on all the reactors. Good. Still having some trouble here. It's not pulling faster enough. But that's not all I can do. I can also place here a circuit to lower the threshold to make the high pressure steam. So let's put it into the maximum, so it's gonna reduce a lot of the necessary hot coolant to actually run. And as you see, when I started doing that, it is running. And this is completely full. And I'm gonna try to have some coolant left. That is very interesting. So it is working. But this is not perfect because I am using the most nerfed way of it. So let me see. The output is increasing. Good. And as you see, don't have any remaining fuel, so it is actually keeping it. It's still rising, it's still rising. Good, 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 good. The problem is my water is falling in some places, but rising the others. So I guess it is kind of okay. It seems we hit the ceiling of this. Good. It is producing a good amount of power actually. And don't seem to have any extra to run this one here. That is very, very good actually. Oh. And see, my hot coolant gonna run out very soon. It has run out actually. Who would guess? And there's no left here, so it's okay actually. I am quite happy with this actually. Because it is maximum speed, it don't have any fuel remaining, so I'm not overfeeding it. The only trouble is this circuit here, because as I said, it's explained for each point of the circuits, it will decrease the amount of required liquid in about 150 millibuckets. So this is telling it to consume a lot less, but as it drops down the amount of it required to work, it also diminish the effectiveness of it. I believe this to show it here, I don't think so. This is probably about 6% of the amount of fuel I can make into the coolant. Now if I remove this, it's gonna have trouble here, don't it? Let's see. Now we are making way more fuel than it was required. As you see, we have some remaining fuel here, but it should not be. But that's because I only have one. Maybe if I put another one, it's gonna be okay. It was pretty good actually, pretty good. So I should try to make another titanium high pressure steam turbine and actually place this on top of here. I won't think of this after I have finished it. Check my distilled water to see that everything is skipping on. So that's very nice, very nice. I like it. I finally make something right here. Does it still keeping the fuel? No. It's okay. It's okay. It is very okay. Double the power of that one. So those two here is like 3 of that turbine. I did not even need you. So I have done it. I have placed another one here, another turbine on top of it, and as you see, it's not running because it's still in the old setup. This is fully heated, and these are fully going on, I suppose. And they're producing power for us. Now, since this is a circuit of 24. Let's see if we can place a sequence of 12 and get to still work. Second turbine is on. Now let's check how the consumption of the hot coolant is going. It is keeping up. So it's okay, but it's dropping very quickly. So this is not sustainable. But does this have any extra fuel? Yes, it does. So I am producing more than required. Let's try a different value then. Let's look for 80. Let's see. 18 is like this. Let's see if we can manage it to be sustainable. That would be very good. Now, if this start to slow down, still has fuel, and still has fuel. So this is still overkill. Need to wait a bit to see if the internal buff is not empty. No, it's not. So this is still overkill. But now we kind of keep it. We actually gain some. Very nice, nice. Well, it seems that circuit 21 was the one I was needing, because the second one, it is working at the max capacity and have no remaining fuel, but the other one does have, and that is not actually good, but it is kind of okay, because I really don't mind having to expend a little more to keep things going on. And thanks to our water here, we can see that we actually have avoided some of the steam, because as you can see, it is very stable. It is expanding and what it gets back. So by having something avoided means that it was not stable. Now it is stable. What I am expanding, I am getting back. So this is probably producing a ton of power to us. Those two together is amount of power. I think it's just better for us to actually check the... It's going high pretty well. And here we have an extreme voltage inverter to output insane voltage, the insane battery slot. Just not to use more amps into the battery power slot than it needed. Now we have all this thing here that we don't need anymore. That's kind of sad. Now I need to think how I'm gonna automate this to actually stop it working when the battery is full. I think I'm just gonna cut the supply of liquids here. That's more easy to do. But the problem is that when a little is expanded, this is gonna keep running. That's complicated to automate. Alright, we are back here to wrap up this episode. I have moved my energy storage from there to here because we're no longer gonna be need to use this, so I'm gonna scrap this out. And scrap me just remove. And here we have a little contraption that I saw in the forum, and thanks to Navarian, he showed me this setup. So as follows, just have the place where my storage is, with two energy detectors on site. This one here is set up to be non-electricity storage including batteries. So as the battery gets full, it's going to emit a stronger and stronger headstone signal. And this is inverted, so the lower the power is, the greater the headstone will be. And here we have comparators, two of this. In the middle we have the link crystal from the automation with power of 13, with a level below it. So it is sending a signal of 13 into the comparators and shut them off. So this for this to surpass it, we need to be at headstone signal of 14. Same here. So since this is the normal one, when this is about 80% fuel, it's going to emit a headstone signal and turn this off. And this, if this is just below 20% fuel, it's gonna emit headstone signal and start it. And this headstone signal go into our wireless transmitter, of course. It's going to be sent right here. Where I have this receiver here, that is gonna send a signal to the conduit into the drum to starting pumping liquid into the multi-block. And when the signal is off, it's not gonna emit it. So all I need to do is just make it a manual startup. So as you can see here, everything is done off. Where did you go? It is on the other side. That's strange. It seems I have inverted the setup. This one is normal one and this is inverted. So when you get lower to 20%, gonna activate the signal. When you get above 80%, it's gonna turn it off. Good. Now it should all work. You go here, less than 20%. Activate the system. As you can see, it is starting to use the largest heat exchanger and to build up some steam to the large steam turbine, and for consequence, the normal turbine. The water will take a time to kick off because this one need to heat up. It's still at very low efficiency, so it's not using the steam very accordingly. So it's gonna take a time before this one is running at maximum speed with enough fuel to start feed the other one. But the power should already be coming inside of it. Hopefully we're gonna see the number kind of go up somehow sometime near. I really hope so. And it's going up. And somewhat hotter quickly. Did the second one started? No, just the first ones. And very soon she's starting to run the second one. Just a bit more, be patient with me, okay? And here we go. About 85%, 65% it starts to running the second one. And both of them are gonna keep spinning until it reaches max potency. one thing that I found this kind of troublesome is that it seems those turbines get damaged very quicker than the normal ones. Well, they are high pressure, they make twice the amount of power, so I guess that comes with territory. So let's say that it has been go above the certain threshold. And that should I still kind of messing up the position. And now it's turning off. So this is turning off and should work normally. I still need to work this correctly to make it using the optimal steam flow. But that I need to do it off camera because I already took a good amount of your time. Anyway, so this was it. This was OnGuard. Thank you for watching and see you next time. I know I have already cut out the episode, but just to show you that I found that the circuit 22 is the best one because the second one, it is running at full speed and almost full power. So I mean that I'm not producing more than it can consume. And yes, I didn't really input the fluid regulator, but to do that into this turbines need to place a extreme voltage regulator. And see that two of my fluid heads could keep this one. If you place just one, it's not gonna keep, but very soon this is gonna run out of uranium, and when that happens, this will still have a very long time to run. I still need to test how much it's gonna behave with thorium, because thorium produces less power than uranium but lasts 5 times longer, so maybe 3 thoriums here can keep this on and make power for me. That's all. Oh, not all. You can check in the description of this video to see the setups of the blood aspect made of fluid reactors that are way more effective than mine, but also a little more complicated. And of course the post where I first saw that setup here to monitor my energy buffers. Now it is goodbye.